on my way to the airport to pick up my parents. They live in Los Angeles. My sister lives there as well. And about once a year, they'll come for a visit so that we can spend some time together. It will be my dad's 86th birthday too while he's here, so we're gonna have something to celebrate. Of course, driving into the city is going to involve a little bit of traffic. This is the 401 going westbound, and this is a very typical situation here on this ginormous highway. How many lanes does it have? 16 lanes, something like that. Express lanes, collector lanes, everything. But it's always bumper to bumper. It's so nice to live in Keswick where I don't have to deal with this every day. I'm so lucky to be able to work remotely and only have to travel into the city once or twice a week. Such a big plus. I've turned into one of those guys that hates going into the city. I never thought that would happen. When I was younger, the city was everything. It had music, it had art, it had culture, it had people. Everything was walking distance, so close by. All these communities, something was always happening. But now, it's the quiet life for me, man. This traffic, oh my god. Oh, the traffic, that really kills everything for me. Thank you. Yeah, there's a booth in the back.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. She loves happy birthday.
Look at that big hole in it.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Look at that hole.
Well, it's his cake. It's like a wali. Yeah.
That's $100 cake.
It's a very pretty cake.
It was a very big.
Oh, God, stop.
Yeah, what is that? That's 8 millimeters. Do you mind seeing this thing all around the...
I don't. Today we're enjoying a beautiful, finally, a beautiful and warm Victoria Day. Jackson's parents are visiting for a week. It's really nice. We are now out for a dog walk around the neighborhood before we're heading to Dragon Legend for lunch. My favorite Absolute favorite buffet place, as you probably know. I absolutely love the food at Dragon Legend. So I managed to convince them. First, we have to walk the dogs. Right now, they love to eat grass.
I just learned about something new that I wasn't aware of before, and it's called No Mow May. So I guess the idea is that you don't mow in the month of May so that you don't knock down and destroy any sort of pollinating plants that are happening in the spring. That encourages biodiversity, natural things to happen with the environment. And certainly, like for this house, they've taken No Mow May very seriously, and the dandelions are thriving there, and they actually look pretty cool. Right now, while they're yellow, the pop of color is really impressive. Dandelions are okay as pollinating plants, but apparently it's not as nutritious or nourishing for pollinating creatures as other more naturally occurring plants. So there's some controversy about this, of course. Even biologists are a little bit mixed about whether No Mow May is actually beneficial for us here in Canada. What do you think? This is the room that we use as our exercise, or that we're planning to use as our exercise room here in the house. As time goes by, one of the things that we really have to watch out for is losing muscle. That muscle loss is related to declining health. Johanna and I have decided that we're going to use this room as a place where we can work on building and maintaining muscle mass. I went and got some dumbbells the other day. Dumbbells are heavy, you want to protect the floor. I've got this rubber flooring in the form of tiles that I'm going to lay down. It'll protect the floor. It will also provide a surface that's pleasant to work out on. We have a bench, we have the rack to hold the dumbbells. We're going to do some yoga in here, maybe some Pilates, and some other exercises that we're going to find on Apple Fitness. I've laid out some of the mats just to do a bit of a pre-fit to see what things are going to look like. The tiles themselves are 2 feet by 2 feet, 24 inches by 24 inches. Actually, they're a little bit less. This room is about 12 feet by 12 feet, so I'll need 6 tiles by 6 tiles and 36 tiles total. It's not perfect, of course. It's going to require some trimming and installing. So today is the rubber tile puzzle piece installation day. These are the tiles here, and as you can see, the corners, the edges are like puzzle pieces so that they interlock together. There is a direction to these. There is a front side and a back side. This side is the back side, actually. I don't know if you can see here, but there are printed arrows that are slightly yellow on the surface there. That presumably is the backside because you don't want those yellow arrows to be visible when you have the floor installed. I'm going to orient them so that all the pieces have the arrows pointing towards the window of the room. This is the pre-fit. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles, and we have a little bit of extra over there. My thought is that I'm going to have full tiles over there on that side and over there on that side, because that will be the most visible part of the rooms. Being the most visible, I think it'll be nice to have a complete square on those edges. And then this side will be covered up with equipment, TV, so it's less critical. So those tiles will be a bit smaller. Here in the thresholds with the other rooms, I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to have a straight edge that moves across over there. These tiles are about 8 millimeters thick. The edges that I'm going to cut off, I'm going to use as spacers between the wall and the tiles themselves, so that there's room for expansion and contraction. Here on this edge again, with the doorway, same thing. I'm just gonna go straight across there. Hopefully it's not too much of a tripping hazard for people. Should be okay. All right, let's get to work. So it's taken a while, but I've worked out a system for cutting. This box cutter or utility knife is working well enough. I thought I might need something a little bit more heavy duty than this. This is something that I typically use for cutting photo prints, but it's tough enough for this purpose. The key is to make a few cuts. Don't try and do the whole thickness of 6 millimeters of the rubber tile in one cut. Keep scoring it, cutting deeper each time. That eventually gets me down to the bottom. It's a nice clean cut. It creates a very smooth edge, and I'm happy with that. I had to sacrifice one of the tiles though. I don't know if you can see there, but I've got one tile underneath to protect the floor from the knife. That's okay. I'll be able to use that tile for something later on, I'm sure. And there we go. Nice clean edge there. Nice and straight. Makes me happy. Getting close. Just that much left to do.
So that was really, really nice to have your parents visiting.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was a nice time. It was a good time for sure. Because they live in Los Angeles, it's not often that I get to see them. And it was good to have my father here for his birthday. I think the last time they visited us, it was his birthday as well.
Yeah, the last time they visited us in the spring, but they were here in October as well. But yes, the time before that was also his birthday.
It was also his birthday.
Yes.
We were at Lake Nipissing.
Yeah, it was really nice.
And we had rented a cottage there. Bella had made a happy birthday decoration banner for us to hang. Then you made a carrot cake. This time, you guys saw, we got a special lychee and
matcha.
Matcha.
Yes, it was matcha
lychee.
because that's what was green, right? That was very pretty and a very tasty cake.
It was light. It was
Yes.
moist.
Yes, absolutely.
Flavorful without being too rich and too sweet. It's not often that I get to see them. I mean, I'm used to not being close to them. I had studied university here in Toronto when I was 17, and they moved to the US at that time. For much of my life, I've spent far away from them. But now that they're getting older, it gets a little bit worrying. I'm not close. If they need anything, if they need any help, if something goes wrong, or, just they need more help with daily things now. Things like computer stuff, making phone calls, making arrangements, appointments, getting them to and from places. The day-to-day things require a little bit more assistance with them.
Yeah, and it's not like you are just a drive away. It's a 5-hour flight.
Luckily, my sister and her husband and their son live a 10-minute walk away. Josephine, Stephen, and Phineas. That means they're close at hand and they can provide much of the help, most of the help, all of the help when needed, because I can't do it. So it's really reassuring and gives me some peace of mind that they are close that way. you know, it would be nice to visit them more often. The last time we were there was August of 2024.
Yeah, so 2
in
years
Los
ago.
Angeles. We made a vlog while we were there. I'll link that in the description in case you guys want to check that out. But Los Angeles is a pretty cool town.
Oh, yes. Yes, I would love to go back. But yeah, not at the moment.
Not at the moment. We'll wait until the political climate changes there.
Yes. What is that, another 2 years?
At least.
At least, yes. Oh. And then there's my father, who we get to see very soon.
Yeah, they're coming for your
Yes,
birthday
that is so
in July.
nice. They're coming. We both went in December 2023.
Yes, amazing trip to Sweden.
It was really nice. He's also getting older. He's not as old as your parents, but yes, he's getting there. And it's, but
He's close. He's 77 coming up. And he's also celebrating his birthday here. Or not here.
No, not here, but very close. Yeah. I think they're coming 6 days after his birthday.
Okay.
So we'll have to celebrate it.
That's right.
Yes. But yes, it's also hard. He's in Sweden. That's very far.
That's much farther than
Much
a 5
further
hour
than
flight.
LA. Yes. But yeah, I have my sister there and her family. That's reassuring for me. But I also feel like it's all on her because I'm too far away.
Yes.
And that you probably feel the same way. It's all on your sister.
Yeah.
But there's not much I can do. I'm very far away. But obviously, I will be there if I can.
If anything happens,
If anything happens,
if
or
there's
anything,
any
yes,
need.
in the future.
Yeah.
In the future. But yes, he's in great shape, so I'm not worried anytime soon. Yeah, it is worrisome when they're getting older.
You two have been away from home for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Since you were 18, 19?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I moved away. I did go to school away from home already as of age of 15, where I just stayed home for the weekends. So I haven't really lived home for a long time. And I did a lot of traveling after school. I was 19, 20 when I moved to Paris. And that was also away from Sweden. So it wasn't even in Sweden. It was far away. It was a flight away. And then to Canada.
Not too long ago, your mom passed away.
It's 9 years ago. Soon, coming up. Yeah, I miss her every day. That was tough. We used to talk on the phone almost every day, or texting every day, so it still makes me tear up. I miss my mom. She was sick for a long time. Fucking cancer. Sorry, my words. But yeah, it was tough. It was very, very tough when she was sick to not be there and not to be close to her all the time. We got to spend a few weeks that summer, me and the kids, with her before she passed, but it was tough. And we came back to Canada, and then I had to travel again a few weeks later to be there. But I got to be there when she passed, and that was very important. But it's tough.
On that note, just thought we would share a little bit of what we're going through in terms of life with parents who are
aging
and
family far away. But
How
we have
about-
each other here.
we do, yes.
Yes,
That is a blessing.
that is a blessing.
How about you guys? Do you guys have family that's getting on? Do you worry about them? Are you close? Are you far? Well, that's it for today. Sorry if it's a sad note. We don't mean it to be, but that's life, right? Yeah. Okay, please like and subscribe, and we'll have more for you in the coming weeks. So, bye for now.
Bye.